Hi guys, Adam again. In the last video, we went through a couple different ways of performing Excel calculations. If you haven't checked that out, you can just see the last video in this series. But we're not ready for visualization yet. I did a little bit over here, but that's just to show you more about data management. So right now, we have this spreadsheet with all this information on it, and we have some calculations. But what happens if we add something else that we want to track? For example, in our Google Sheets, we decided that we were going to add a metric called performance, because we want to have some sort of track of how our performance is going over time. All this information relates to exercise and readiness, but we want to understand also how we're performing. Then we also realized that knowing whether or not someone was here with attendance and whether or not the attendance was excused wasn't enough to fully capture all the insights of our data. So I added a column that quantifies whether someone was here but did not complete their data set, because that has happened a couple times. So in essence, we have two new columns, and they're here and here. Now, let's see what happens if I decide to update my sheet, my Excel sheet. And remember, I have these nice pretty visuals running off of this Excel sheet and some other tab. So I'm going to come here and do what I did in the last couple videos, where click on cell A1, hold down Control and click A, or Command A for Mac users, to select everything. Then I'm going to copy it, go into my Excel sheet, and I'm going to paste it. You'll notice a couple things that happened here. The first is that column headers changed, and now if I go to my data visualization, oh boy. All right, if I go into this calculation now, it's taking an average of question of the day answer. That's not right. This one's taking an average of attended but did not complete data. That's not right. So what I'm showing here is that if you add data into your data source and think that you can copy it and just paste it into your visualization sheets, into your data entry sheets, it's not going to work, and everything that you have visualizing off of that is going to break. So I'm going to undo this by clicking Control Z. Now it's back to normal. That's how it looks. We have a readiness score and SRP calculation. So the way that you can fix this, or the most efficient way to fix this, is to identify where you added your columns. I typically add them at the end because it's easiest. I didn't do it in this case because I want to show you a more complex scenario. So we have column L here and column O, and we know that the performance one we added between last duration and question of the day, and then we added attended but did not complete data at the very end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Excel sheet, and I'm going to click on the column L, right click, insert a column here. That's where the performance one was. Go to column O, right click, insert a column here. That's where the last one was, the attendance one. Now I'm going to try again. So I'm going to go into my Google Sheets, cell A1, Control A, Control C, go into my Excel sheet, right click, paste. Notice these calculations are still here because I knew that I added more data, so I added the columns where they should be. Now if I go to my data visualization, now I'm getting an average of the readiness score. Now I'm getting the average of the SRP like it was before. And the reason why these numbers change is because I pasted it in an updated data set. But that's all for this video, and I'll catch you next time.